Okay, I literally cannot make this up. First of all, welcome to another video from EarnPED. So, Bill hit me up and says Socrates is online in Next Island chat at the moment. So, I got in the chat channel. I said, let's see if he reaches out. I said, hello, how is everyone? And everybody starts talking to me. And he literally logged off 3 minutes ago. So, I mean, I don't know. Somebody said Socrates legit allergic to this man. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm here, and he literally just logged off. I mean, wow. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I get it. I have not been the biggest fan of Next Island over the years. They did a lot of things wrong. A lot of things wrong for a very long time. However, they have made huge improvements in the game. I didn't come here to shoot these videos to get the Ascension armor. Honestly, I hate the Ascension armor. If it had been what they originally said last year when they first made it, that it was going to have just 10% skill gains across the board, that would have been awesome, because you would have been talking about evade, crafting, and when they originally announced the Ascension armor, they said it will have 10% skill gains. Well, then of course they create it, and it does have 10% skill gains, but it's for stuff like, you know, BOP weapons, laser weapons, melee weapons, stuff like that. A lot of the skills that you could never chip out and sell if you tried. Now, luckily, there are some skills that would qualify for, like recently I unlocked Commando. Commando is probably the biggest contributor to your HP in-game, because it gives you an HP every 200 points. Commando, I've got 1 point shy of 1800 points. So I've already got, what, like 9 HP off Commando, and that's in less than like a week. I literally just unlocked Commando about a week ago. I unlocked it during Mayhem, and then it just started growing. So my HP's just been growing like crazy. In fact, if you were to unlock Commando and could right away just buy a 10-PED TT chip off auction, that would be worth about 10 skill points. I'm sorry, about 10 HP points, because it would take you from 0 Commando points to about where I am, about 1800. So it'd be worth about 9 or 10 HP for a 1-PED TT chip the moment you unlock Commando. So, I'm sorry, let me say that again. If you bought a 10-PED TT Commando chip off auction, the moment you unlock Commando and immediately ate it, it would take you from 0 skill points to about 18 or 1900, being worth about 8 or 9 HP in the process. That's the proper way to say it. I tongue-tied myself there. So, honestly, guys, the reason I came to make these videos is truly because Next Island has done an amazing job improving Next Island, improving the loot mix, improving the missions, improving everything about Next Island and Ancient Greece. Now, yes, I would like to get my Ascension armor at some point. That would be wonderful. But I came here to make these videos for you guys, because I think there's a lot of good stuff going on that you guys can benefit from, and also to give them credit where credit is due. I ragged on them for a long time because they did a lot of stuff wrong for a long time. However, they have done a ton of things right. I wasn't joking when I said I was going to make this my new home outside of Mayhem. Mayhem ended on the 19th at 8 a.m. I was able to stay in the instance until 1 p.m. I went to bed. I slept for 15 hours straight because I was exhausted. And then I immediately got up. I flew to the Cronin, and I did some repair skilling for a few hours. And then I flew immediately here. In fact, I sent Socrates a message yesterday, I believe, telling him that I'm going to be here until Saturday morning when I get off work. I'm going to go to the Cronin until probably 10 o'clock Monday night, and then I'm coming back here. And it's just going to be Next Island and Cronin between now and Summer Mayhem. I'm not doing that to make endless videos. I'm doing that because this is my new home outside of Mayhem. There's so much to do, So many great things that have been done. So many things that they fixed with the loot pool. So many great mission chains. So many great mission rewards that this is where I want to be. And I'm going to be spending a lot of money while I'm here. I also want to be putting out a lot of information for you guys while I'm here. So I know I'm probably not their favorite person in game, but like maybe don't log off the moment I say hi. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. And I mean, you can't make that up. You literally cannot make it up. Because I didn't try and private message him or anything. I just went directly into the chat channel because he was having a conversation with everybody. And I mean, there it is for you guys to see right there. Hello, how is everyone? And then, like, Rick is Socrates legit allergic to this man. I mean, there it is right there. Socrates offline for 9 minutes now. And I've been recording for 5.5. Like, literally, as soon as Vil told me that he was on, Socrates online in Next Island chat. What's the Next Island chat channel? He sends it to me. Let's see if he reaches out. Haha, he got offline. I mean, wow. So, I mean, I know I'm not your favorite person, but I'm trying to give you credit where credit is due. You guys have done a great job making new missions, making new stuff for new players, making things that make players like me want to be here and want to spend money and want to grind. So, yes, I ragged on you. Yes, you deserved it. But you guys have done an amazing, amazing, amazing job. So I'm going to give you credit for that. So, yes, I'm going to continue to shoot the videos. You can keep ducking me. That's fine. Maybe it is an accident. But, man, these accidents are just really starting to be coincidental at the exact moment I happen to be in the chat channel that you happen to be in, that you happen to be leaving. So, I mean, it happens to happen. There's Vil right there. Hey, Vil. There's a little carapet. So guys, that being said, let's move into the actual video for today. I'm at Paradise Landing. I'm sure these coincidences will all get worked out. We're going to go over here to the Next Island welcome mat. And this isn't like my normal video that you guys would expect, but it's super cool. And it's something that you can do as a daily mission. And it's something that is a real kind of pain to make happen. I'm going to take the televator down. So the sooner you can get started on it, the better off you guys will be. So my last video was about how to get 2.5 PED of free uni ammo by doing the daily stalker challenge and using the TT pistol on the kill shot. Hopefully a lot of you are able to take advantage of that. I'm sorry, I'm having to mess with my headset. It's messing with my ear. So I'm going to come over to the little noob area that I showed you guys where you can interact with all the NPCs. And I wish I would have started doing this earlier. I think Vil might be going to do the exact same one I am. In fact, I'm pretty sure he is. Weird. Yeah, he is, because we didn't coordinate this at all. That's so funny. So I know when he sees this, he's going to laugh. Yep, he's doing the same thing I am. So you go over here to Jamie the Chef. And we saw Jamie the Chef in another video. She had us go over here and talk to somebody, and they were standing by one of those blue magic flowers. So when you talk to Jamie the Chef, I've already interacted with her, but she'll give you an option for another mission. Daily scouting resources. So I've already collected this mission. So let's go ahead and track it. So daily scouting resources mission, you have to gather 1,500 fruit, 500 stones, and 250 dung. So obviously you have to run around and just find this stuff laying on the ground. Now notice I've collected 20 dung, 22 stones, and 112 fruit. Now this mission was a complete pain in the butt. It usually is, because obviously you have to run around to find this stuff. In fact, Vil was a huge help. Vil spends a lot of time running around all over Next Island, and I was trying to get the mission done. So I hit up Vil. Oh, hey, look, stone's right there. So notice it updated. I hit up Vil and I said, hey, Vil, I said, I'm running out of time. I don't have a lot of time to do this. If you find extra resources like fruit or stones or dung, and you're willing to send me the waypoint and let me go collect it to do this mission, I will throw you a couple of PED. And Vil was a huge help the very first time I did this mission. Sent me several waypoints. I was able to go there as soon as I logged on and collect whatever fruit or dung was there. There was a few times they sent me waypoints and I got there and the dung was already gone or the fruit was already gone. Another player found it. But several times I was able to collect it. It helped me get through the mission very quickly. And there might be higher level players that have PED that don't necessarily have the time to just run around pointlessly and find these things. And there might be low level players that do have the waypoints and do see them. So there might be an arbitrage opportunity there. Higher players might be willing to pay to complete this mission and get those waypoints from you. And lower level players may be able to find the fruit, not pick it up, and send the waypoints to people like that that just want to get through the mission and don't necessarily want to run around all day looking for it. Now, it might not be a lot of money, but, you know, it's free money, right? So that might be something in addition to doing the mission yourself. You might be able to find people who are willing to give you a few PED for the waypoints so that they can get through this mission very, very quickly. Because it's not an easy thing to get through. So the reason that this is kind of a fun little daily mission, I've got to find it in my storage. Chef's Hat Blueprint. 5 clicks. It's a limited blueprint, so there's only 5 attempts. In order to craft it, I would need 10 crystalline core, 20 Lycia, 50 chlorite, and 30 novaculite crystal for every attempt. However, the end result is a chef's hat. Yay! In fact, I'll go to the crafting machine right here and show you guys what the chef's hat is. There's also a chef's apron and a chef's frying pan that you can pick from. So whenever you do the mission, once it's completed, you get your option of do you want the blueprint for the chef's hat, the frying pan, or the apron. So if you do the mission 3 times, you can get the blueprint for the chef's hat, then the apron, then the frying pan. So if you were to do it 3 times and craft 1 of each, you can have a little hat, apron, and frying pan that you can carry around with you. Just kind of a cool little decorative thing. And of course, you can get more than one. So I could just pick the chef's hat blueprint every time. Instead of only having 5 clicks, I would have 5 clicks for every time I did this resource mission. So if I did it 3 times, I would have 15 potential clicks. So this is the potential chef's hat. They haven't sold on auction apparently. I haven't seen a lot of them. I have seen people with them in game, but very, very rarely. I think only once or twice. I did think I saw the frying pan once up for sale for a couple of PED, and I was like, huh, I wonder where they found a frying pan. I wonder if they looted it. Nope, this is where they got it. Now, I will show you guys a little trick that I used, an old mining trick that I used in order to get this mission completed when I got down to the bare end of it. Where'd I go? Was it here? Was it Pearl Cove? Or was it here? I think it was here. I think it was Finster Landing. You can use this trick anywhere if you're going to try and do this mission. But remember, you run faster side to side than you do forward and backward. And remember that you can see fruit, dung, and stones within 5 feet of you, right? So I wanted to get somewhere where there was no mobs. I don't think this was it. But essentially, this is what I did, is I just looked at my radar, and I had to get to a good starting point. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so I got to somewhere where there was ideally no mobs. I don't know if there's any mobs here or not. Then I got on a north to south, east to west trajectory, and I wanted to get somewhere where my coordinates were pretty lined up. So then I would just literally take off running, and I'm using right and left, not up and down. And I would go, you know, however many, 100, let's say. And then I know I can find it for 5 meters either direction, so I'm going to move up 10. And then I'm just going to take off back the other way. And I'm just making a grid layout. I'm making a grid search. So I want to go the same numbers every direction. And the reason I go with 10 is because I know that I can see for 5 meters in front and behind me. So I'm going to move up by like 10. And actually like 12.5 might be more ideal, because I'm sure there's a little bit of overlap behind me on the back end. But I'm just grid searching it. And by grid searching it, you would be surprised. I did this for I think about 30 minutes to find the remaining amount of stones that I needed. Up, see, right there, there's some fruit. Move up 10. To find some fruit and some stones, because it's like you find way more fruit than you find stones, and you find way more stones than you find dung, it seems. And that makes sense because fruit is used to make Nutrio bars. When mixed with sweet stuff, stones is used in just some manufacturing and some crafting for textures and stuff. And then dung is used for fertilizer to spawn mobs on land areas. That's really the only thing dung is used for. And you mix it with, growth molecules to make fertilizer. And most land area owners just honestly don't need it. They've got more than they could ever use just naturally, which is why there's like no markup and no demand for it. But just going through this grid pattern, I was able to find the rest of what I needed fairly easily. So it did take about 30 minutes, I think, for me to finish it off. And I was pretty close to finishing it off anyway. Naturally, that's why they have it set up this way, is they know you're going to find more fruit than you're going to find, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it while I talk. They know you're going to naturally find more fruit than stones, more stones than dung. However, the numbers are off a little bit. Really, you could probably gather about 2,500 fruit to about 500 stones. It would actually probably be closer to 650 stones to 250 dung. It seems like that would be probably more in line. Now, because of the way I did it, by having Vil just shoot me some waypoints wherever he found stuff, I did kind of have everything out of balance, so I actually had the dung first, which was kind of weird. The dung should have been the hardest part to find, and it turned out to be the easiest part to find, which was extremely odd. I thought that would be the hard part. So doing this grid search, yes, it is tedious, but it will help you find everything you need faster, because you're essentially not going to be missing anything. And like I said, if you find a place where there's not any mobs, that's going to be ideal. Like this is kind of, this is kind of ideal simply for the fact that there's no mobs getting in the way, so I can make a nice easy grid. So if there's anything laying on the ground, I am going to find it. Now, the past couple of minutes while I've been talking, I haven't exactly been doing the neatest grid. I haven't been going in exactly 10 to 12 meters up and down, or exactly 100 back and forth, but you guys get the basic idea. So is it something that's necessarily going to be hugely profitable? No, but not just everybody has a chef hat, chef apron, and chef frying pan, and I think that's because a lot of people don't even realize that this mission exists. It's a cooler mission, and again, it's something that if you're a new player, you don't even necessarily have to craft this stuff yourself. If you were to do this mission 5 or 6 times, and you had 10, 15, 20 clicks of each of those blueprints, then it might be something where a other player might be willing to pay you just to buy the blueprint. I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. What I'm noticing is we're having problems staying connected to the server today, and if I hit that button, it's going to go blank like the last video did. I think it's a bug with the server that I'm on at the moment. But that was kind of the end of the video anyway, so lucky me, that happened twice in a row. If you guys want to help support us, head over to EarnPED.com, because when you earn, we earn. That's by far the best way to support us. Also, hit that bell icon and that like button, because there's always a hater out there hitting the dislike button. I'm sure Socrates will eventually meet up with me to get me the Ascension armor I'm entitled to, the piece from last year, the piece from April, and now the piece from May. So this is going to be the last video for May. It can also be counted as a video for April if any of my April videos happen to mysteriously get disqualified, which I'm sure would never accidentally happen, right? So I really truly want to give a shout out to the Next Island development team. They've been doing a lot of great stuff. That's why I've been trying to cover the stuff I've been trying to cover, to really highlight a lot of the stuff that not only will help you guys, but a lot of the stuff that I feel that they've done that really puts the game going in the right direction. There's a lot of reasons that this is going to be my new home away from Cali, and I plan to spend a lot of time here, because if they're going to take the time to develop the area, to develop the missions and the items and the rewards, then I want to bring as many people here and put as many eyeballs on it as I can, because they deserve it. They've really been working hard, and it's really moving in the right direction. So as much as I used to hate on them for doing a lot of stuff wrong, I can really do nothing but sing their praises now. They can not like me all they want. That's fine. They deserve the praise. They put in a lot of work. They've done a lot of things right. So I want to really put that out there and really from the bottom of my heart tell them that this is the direction everything needed to go. This was the direction I told them 2 years ago everything needed to go. And now they're doing it, and they're having success. There's a reason the Ancient Greece shares are starting to pay out. There's a reason more and more people are coming to Next Island and actually staying here. And it's not just making videos. It's more than that. So huge, huge shout out to the Next Island dev team. Guys, I'll be back with more content for you guys very, very soon. I've got a lot more videos to make because there's a lot more to cover because they're doing so much right. So I'm just going to leave it there for now, and we will see you guys soon. Take care, Stevies.